This is officially the best bunker-based design for solo or duo players. It has a brand new bunker system with a hidden loot room underneath the base, a perfect shooting floor with no blind spots, another bunker that can't be damaged, and over 1,000 slots for loot. This base is easy to build, but it's even easier to expand, so you can finish it on wipe day. With that said, let me introduce you to the inside in more detail. You can enter this base from two sides. By opening the double door, you also create a nice airlock here and on the other side. As you saw in the intro, we have a turret in front of our base. Also, below we have a large box and a small refinery hidden under the floor, and a furnace right here. On the left side of our main core we have a first loot room with 250 slots. On the right side we have a computer table here with a battery and a fridge. You can get to the shooting floor by jumping on the furnaces. And here we got a full 360-degree view with lots of angles, like here on top and here at the bottom. Here we got our first bedroom with a locker, and here is the second one. But we can go even higher. There are a few more boxes under the roof and a few more unexpected angles for PvP. Now let's get down to our main loot room. Here is the first bunker. To open it, you just have to break this twig. On the first floor we have a few boxes, a workbench with a locker and main loot room, but as you can see there is no TC, because it's hidden underneath the base. Breaking this twig will give access to the TC and two boxes. And here is your daily upkeep for this base. Closing this bunker is simple. Put a half wall next to the TC and cover it with the ceiling. Next, place a triangle floor here, with spiral stairs on top, and upgrade it into metal. Now your bunker is completely sealed. Jedis and Lentlemans, I'm in big trouble, because only 5% of you are subscribed. So, if you love your mom, or maybe someone else's, smash this subscribe button, thanks. Let's start by placing a triangle and a square foundation, with 4 raised foundations around. And here we're gonna place a wall. Next, place a half wall and remove this square. Throw the sleeping bag on the ground, and if you can cover it with the ceiling, then you can upgrade everything to stone. Build a half wall with the ceiling here and place a TC in this corner. Seal your base with the double door, walls and ceiling. Build 2 half walls next to the TC, upgrade the upper one into stone and remove the lower one. Inside you can fit 2 large boxes, a sleeping bag and a furnace. Next, add a square and seal this unit with the walls. This half wall should be upgraded into metal and rotated. Add 2 more half walls and upgrade this floor into metal or high wall if possible, and cover it with the ceiling. Place a shelf in this corner and 2 door frames with garage doors. Inside you can place a workbench, a large box, a few furnaces and 1 more sleeping bag. Next, make an exit to the second floor with 1 more shelf and a single door. And don't forget the roof. Then build the honeycomb with a shelf on the right side. At first, you can use a roof as a jump up. We'll make a normal entrance a little later. Now, to close the bunker, place a triangle floor with spiral stairs on top. This will help against the door campers, or if you get online raided. Next, replace this door with a garage one and make a loot room here. You can fit more boxes in here, I'm just showing an example. Also, upgrade these walls into metal as soon as possible. To open this bunker, type kill in the console and respawn on your sleeping bag next to the TC. Then just break this twig and you are free. It's time to upgrade your main core. My advice would be to upgrade the ceilings in height wall and the walls in metal first. You also need to add honeycombs, except for this place. Let's make an entrance to our base. Place a square with 3 triangles and add 2 more foundations as a jump up. Then remove the square. Place 2 frames here. Another triangle roofs from both sides. And build 2 walls inside. Place a triangle floor on top with 2 single doorways. Seal it with the floor. Another window with a double door. Underneath, put in place 2 shop fronts. Entrance is ready. Then place floors inside the honeycombs and cover your main core with walls and ceilings. Put frames in their places and upgrade walls into metal. Here we can place 3 furnaces and use them as a jump up. Also, don't forget about garage doors. Now let's prepare the shooting floor. It can be finished at any time. Upgrade this triangle and place a wall here. Then cover the windows with ceilings as I show. And put 2 garage doors here. Let's finish up with our main area. First we'll put a small refinery at the bottom. And seal it with a triangle floor. We can place a furnace in this corner. And add a large box right here. Then on the left we will make a loot room with 4 large boxes and 3 small ones. On the right we'll have a computer table, a fridge and a battery. Also there's room for a small box behind the door. With this placement, we can easily build a bunker and nothing will block us. Let's get back to the shooting floor. Cover the windows with another ceiling and low walls at the top. And put frames in every possible place for better stability. Then add triangle frames above the windows and seal everything with roofs, but leave this triangle open. Be careful in the process, or these guys on the copter will shoot you down. Now you need to close the windows with embrasures, but you can't do it from the inside. To do this, build ceilings on the outside and put the embrasures in their places. Next, upgrade the floor into metal. And also upgrade and rotate this wall. Here we're gonna place a locker with a small box and seal this room with a door. Put a bed next to this room and place garage doors wherever possible. In this square, put a second bed with a locker and a few small boxes, and put a furnace in the back to get under the roof. Here we can place a few more boxes. You can also use the campfires to add some angles for PvPs. Finally, let's replace the first workbench with a third one. And close both bunkers to make sure they're working. But the very last touch will cover the high foundations with honeycombs to hide our bunker. And repeat the same on the other side to make the base look symmetrical. And if you don't know, what makes a good base in Rust, especially for solo or duo players? Is it the number of honeycombs or ceilings? Or is it multiple bunkers inside the base?